Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chip Talks Health. On Mondays, we try to do something that we call non-medical Monday or non-medical minute. So we're really just really trying to compare and contrast, let's say, holistic and natural processes versus the current medical system and the pharmaceutical medical system, which we feel like there are better alternatives out in nature. So we're just trying to compare and contrast those things on our non-medical Monday, and we're kind of poking a little bit of fun at the medical system with non-medical. And there's been a lot of people who've come out and done medical Monday, medical minute, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, we're just having a little fun with that kind of stuff. But today I want to talk to you about our book that's out. So Cindy and I did a book. If you're looking for a, fictional tome, that you can be entertained by, this is not the book. This book is really informational. It's just meant to be a simple way to present information to you about how you work. We'll certainly be producing more books. This is just a, kind of a first blush at kind of our model, what we think, how we view things spiritually, and how we view you. And really the purpose of this book is to introduce Clara. And Clara is a cell. So Clara could be any cell. Clara could be a nerve cell or a gut cell or a liver cell or whatever. Clara could be any cell inside of you, but it takes you through a perspective from Clara the cell into how your body works. And it turns out, which is really interesting, cells are a lot like individuals. They're a lot like me. So if you feed me, again, if you take care of my basic needs, well, then I'm going to be pretty productive. If you don't take care of my basic needs or don't present me with the proper environment, I'm not going to be. And that's exactly the way you work. And how cells work and how they communicate with each other is fascinating. And the main method of communication is something called the endocannabinoid system, which you guys have heard me talk about that subject a few times, haven't you? And basically how a cell decides that it wants to be a part of the collective is it raises its hand. It raises its hand by expressing a CB1 neuroreceptor. And when cells get confused, when they don't understand what they're supposed to do, the environment is too staticky or too confusing, or they don't have what they need, they'll pull in their CB1 neuroreceptor, or they'll start expressing a bunch of them. Like, I can't understand what's going on, so I need to listen harder and try to get the bead out there somewhere. Now, interestingly, Donald J. Trump just used one of the analogies that we've used quite a bit here in our world, Neighborly Wellness and TrueMedics and Chip Talks Health. And he used the analogy that the endocannabinoid system is like kind of your master conductor in your body's symphony. And so we also talk about that in the book a little bit and how that works. But again, it's really all about just a cell deciding he wants to participate in the collective or not. And you can boil disease right down to those very, very, very simple things. And what we try to do here is really make things simple, make it easy to understand. If I can't explain my science to a third grader, then I'm probably not on the right science. And that appears to be how God's world works. The more easy it is to understand, the more logical and obvious it is, that's God talking. If it begins to get too complicated, then, now you're into the mind of man. But anyway, get the book. The book is on sale. So the Kindle version is on sale for 99 cents right now. And the paperback version, which I've got right here in my hot little hand, is on sale for $9.99. So it doesn't cost much. If you want Cindy and I to sign it for you, then come find us. We're here in Edmond all the time. If you're not in Oklahoma, come find us at an event. We'll happily sign the book for you. We'll probably have some books there. Now, if you are in the Edmond area, so a lot of people do watch this locally. So if you're in the Edmond area, come in and get a bioresonance scan. So come in and get evaluated basically, and we'll give you a book. But this is just kind of a excerpt from the book. I just picked something. So the whole book is kind of in this tone. But I'll read you a little bit of the book. So Clara, and this is God's Natural Pharmacopoeia. It's chapter 11. Clara, our faithful cell, has been under siege. She's faced the chaos of constant feeding, battled bacterial tyranny, and struggled to stay in harmony amidst inflammation and infection. And yet, she was never meant to fight alone. Long before pharmaceuticals, long before modern laboratories, there was already a solution. God built the answer into nature. Scattered across every continent, embedded in leaves, roots, barks, resins, and minerals are compounds that support Clara's design. These natural tools were created with intention. They don't override Clara's function, they restore it. They don't silence symptoms, they speak to the root. This is God's natural pharmacopoeia. So you get the idea, but that is, we feel like we're on to a more spiritual view of how you work. Again, we feel like we're on to God's system, and we're just trying to explain it to you in kind of a third grade way in our book. So get the book, check it out. Hopefully you resonate with the ideas in the book. And if not, tell me why not. Let's have a discussion about it. Anyway, we'll leave it there. We'll see you guys back next week for another non-medical Monday. See you then.